What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Kate Bush, and we're going back to the 1982 album The Dreaming, and we're up to the tune Suspended in Gaffa. In that context, it sounds like maybe it's a place name, or at least, a proper name. So whether, I suppose it could be not just a physical location, but it could be like a concept, you're suspended in, like, let's say, anxiety. So, but even if it's that context, I wouldn't know what to make of Gaffa conceptually. So yeah, if it's a physical location, not sure what it means. If it's a concept, not sure what it means. It does make me think phonetically that it sounds like the way people say, on a sort of street level, gaffer, meaning, boss or patron, jefe, so on. But even then, I don't know how to work that with suspended in, so not sure what to make of it. And let's be honest, even if I knew clearly what that word meant and the context in which it was used, that still would not necessarily give me insight into what will happen in the song, because there certainly will be all sorts of layers and developments and sort of angles that I didn't necessarily see coming in any case. So let's listen to it. This is Kate Bush. The tune is Suspended in Gaffa, and it's from the 1982 album The Dreaming. Hey.
Out in the garden is hot for the heaven, and we're on a
like Gilbert and Sullivan.
They're busting through walls, but they've told us so much we can prove that we're doing it. We can't have it all. He's gonna wangle away to get out of the cheese and excuse and go with this. We'll talk when he's called, but they've told us unless we can prove that we're doing it. We can't have it all.
Unless we can prove we're doing it.
We can't have it all. Sunday by feet, I'll feed you more. It all goes slow. I don't know why I'm crying. Am I suspended in Gaffa? Until I'm ready for you. Until I'm ready for you. Can have it all.
I don't know if I heard that right.
Trying to get nearer, but as it gets clearer, the something appears in the way. There's a blank in the eye with a candle who's trying to get through it. Am I doing it? Can I have it all now?
I love her backing.
Pull up the plank and say thank you for yanking me back to the fact that
And the
there's
lead vocal is very
to
like,
describe, but sometimes it's hard to know if I'm doing it right. Can I have it all
it never
now?
stops. It's just,
Can I have it all now? Can I have it all? I can't have it all. Sunday my feet are feet to walk. It all goes so wrong. I don't know why I'm crying. Am I suspended in Gaffa? Until I'm ready for you. Until I'm ready for you. Can I have it all?
this is for you, hoo-hoo.
I won't open boxes that I am told not to. I'm not a Pandora. I'm much more like that girl in the mirror.
I feel like you can do a harpsichord version of
Don't stand a
this.
chance to get nowhere.
Maybe it's already in there? It's like a piano, but
No, nothing.
maybe it's a synth.
She can't have it all. Sunday my feet are beating more. It all goes
The tune feels very like tidal, kind of like maritime, like, which is suspended, like,
Suspended in Gaffa. Until I'm ready for you. Until
it's like it's been clear to me for a while, but just as we keep going forward, it's just like the boundary she pushes, the sort of the risk she takes, the sort of audacity of her work. Sorry, Luca. But yeah, it's just crazy, and ultimately it does make me think of people were commenting. One of the tracks that I reacted to recently, was it just the last one or was it the one before that? I'm not remembering, but people were pointing out that Neil Tennant like reviewed it in some magazine. He said like it's weird and it seems like she's trying to be even less accessible. On some level, I understand where that comes from, and yet at the same time, I love it. I feel like there are a few artists that I'm going through who really kind of do their own thing, even if it means going far afield of like expectations or like the norm. So yeah, big ups to her. And again, I mentioned this like a month or two ago. Most of the deep dives I'm doing, the tracks are all copyright protected. The songs can still be public, the videos can be public, but the songs are copyright protected. There's a few every so often, some of the deep dives may be a little bit more than others. Some of them it hasn't happened at all, but occasionally I'll post one and it's copyright protected to the point where it gets blocked worldwide. Kate's videos are like, they're not copyright protected in the same way. Like, again, I know they are copyrighted and there are sort of licensing like rights and so on, but the way her videos or the way her music is on YouTube is that like anyone can like post reactions to them, it seems like, because it always just says none. So obviously at some point she or her label was like, it's cool if people want to go through this. So yeah, big shout out to her and whoever made that decision, because again, there's some tunes that I react to that ultimately the video can't be posted, at least with the audio, and I feel like everybody's missing out. Like they don't get to hear the tune, they don't get to talk about it, they don't get to sort of like experience it with me in the moment. But that apparently will never be the case with Kate's tunes. So big ups to that. Big ups to her, musical genius. As I said, do let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.